complained about that because their taxes went up anywhere from 38 to 50%. Some of them actually went up higher than that, depending upon the assessed valuation. It's extremely important that people not be taxed out of this valley, particularly the senior group. The seniors who are on fixed incomes are feeling a lot of pressure, and people have tried to trivialize this as being a small dollar amount, and therefore it's not important. Every dollar is important when you're on a fixed income, so I don't want to lose our very valuable senior community and drive people out of, say, Minturn and Red Cliff and some of the other important citizen groups.
Now, what have you seen, what experience can you draw upon as your experience as county commissioner and your other experience politically to make you the best candidate for this position?
Well, I've had 8 years experience running this county with 2 other commissioners, and in that time we built the administration building, the airport, the Justice Center, the Senior Center, and in that process we raised taxes very, very little. As a matter of fact, we lowered them most of the time during that time. So we were able to accomplish quite a bit. I was also on the Colorado River District Board and created the Eagle River Assembly, which was a group of all the water interests on the Eagle River to try and politically solve some of the issues that everybody had. We accomplished quite a bit in that process, and I also did 180 hours of chairman of the Homestake 2 1041 hearings where we protected our water against Colorado Springs and Aurora.
Now, as far as your experience as Eagle County Commissioner, the issue of and of living here since 1973, the issue of affordable housing has obviously been on the agenda for quite a while, and it's been on the forefront of voters' minds right now.
Affordable housing has been a problem in Eagle County ever since I can remember, and it was when I was a commissioner before, and we tried to address it at that time, but as the county grows, that situation is going to grow with it, and that's the case. We've got an economic situation right now that's going to have a very interesting impact on affordable housing. This is not the time to get into the race to see how many we can build to start with, because I think a lot of the people that are being laid off from jobs are the people that is the market for that group. The other thing is private enterprise, if given enough tax incentives, and the federal government, the state government, and local governments can create tax incentives. Instead of creating obstacles like complicated regulations and so forth, they can create tax incentives to allow private enterprise to get involved, and then the taxpayers don't have to pay for that. There's a very creative group of people out there that are just dying to build affordable housing of all kinds, rental units, sales units, seasonal units. And if given the opportunity where they don't have to compete against their own tax dollars, while the government plays the role of private enterprise, then I think it would be better for everybody.
Well, Dick, thank you so much for joining us today. I do have one last question. I've asked this of every commissioner candidate that we've had on today. If you could just look into the camera and tell people why to vote for you. We only have a few more days until Election Day. People are going to be faced with a few choices.
Well, I think if you're, my total interest is I'm on the side of the taxpayer. And my interest in this is to keep taxes under control, continue to maintain mandated services, and to be able to be an open, honest, and transparent government for you to be able to contact. So that's why you should vote for me.
Dick, thanks so much for joining us today. I appreciate you coming by the set.
I appreciate it.
You can find out more about Dick Gustafson on his website, electdickgustafson.com, for more information, of course. And do not forget to vote on Tuesday, November 4th. Now, we will be right back with much more of Plum TV coming up right after this. Keep it here on Channel 16.